Hello, everybody. I want to talk about what I believe to be the best record store day release out there. Now, before everybody jumps into the comments and says, oh, this is so much better, oh, this is, much better, this thing, blah, 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 hear me out. Obviously, with Record Store Day, we get a lot of reissues. We get a lot of out of print albums, especially from, the 90s, early aughts that we haven't been able to get, or we have to get super expensive on eBay. We also get a lot of, alternate takes. We get live albums. We get demos of, songs that we might know very well. So it's a big deal, at least to me, when there's really kind of a brand new record released on Record Store Day. And not only that, but it's released as a exclusive, to 1,700 uh, units. So the record that I'm talking about, if you watched my Record Store Day Finds video, is this right here, Space Junk by Marty Stuart and his Fabulous Superlatives. Now, obviously, anybody new to my channel might not know much about Marty Stuart, or if you do, you think of him as, this like 80s, kind of early 90s country star and not much else. Well, let me phrase it this way. Do you like 60s music? Do you like kind of psychedelic music? Do you like cosmic country? Do you like instrumentals? Do you like surf rock? Do you like Fender Telecasters? Do you like Jingle Jangle Birds music? That's the direction that Marty Stuart has gone really for the last 12 or so years, especially with his band, the Fabulous Superlatives, who include Chris Scruggs on bass and vocals, Kenny Vaughan on dual lead guitar and vocals, and then Harry Stinson on drums and vocals as well. Obviously, Marty Stuart at the forefront with the very famous B Bender guitar that was created by Clarence White and Gene Parsons of the Byrds fame. Space Junk is a record that was the number one on my list. I knew a couple of these songs from live performances that I've seen Marty play. I just thought that they were just, jams. Never really thought that they were going to release this kind of stuff. But it's not a surprise that they did, because if you look at Marty's career, especially with the last two records, the first being 2017's Way Out West, that was produced by Mike Campbell of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Take that album. You take Altitude, that was put out in 2023. Is that right? Yes. You take this record. You take this record. Put them together. And this is the outcome. Space Junk. Now, again, it is an instrumental record. It's a double record. And I'll get to that in a second. But let me show you the back there. So there's Marty silhouetted with the superlatives and then the track listing. This is on Snake Farm Records. It's also in conjunction with Marty Stuart's Congress of Country Music Foundation in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But if you look at the hype sticker there, Space Junk, first full instrumental album, double LP, limited edition, all recordings previously unreleased. This was the number one want on my list, and I was very fortunate to grab it at my record store. This has since kind of become a sought-after record on the secondary market. It seems to be more popular than people were expecting. And if you want to just have a peek here, no special vinyl. You have kind of a cool soundscapey looking sleeve, label there. But if you like the music of, Dick Dale, I would say the Ventures, but it doesn't have the same kind of, not campiness that the Ventures has, but it has this is more of like movie soundtrack kind of instrumental music. Think like spaghetti western kind of music. Those old Clint Eastwood movies. That's what you're kind of getting here. You're getting big baritone guitars. You're getting the double guitars of Kenny Vaughan and Marty Stewart. You've got that, country feel to it, but I would not in any way call this a country record. This is a um, this is a feel. This record is uh, I mean, it is. It's a soundtrack record, but it's not one of those records that you think, oh, I'm gonna get into this double, 20 song set of instrumental music. I'm gonna be bored by track five. And I've heard a lot of people say this. You are not bored with this album. The songs are unique pieces. They are, it doesn't feel like it's just jamming. They feel very much like fully realized pieces of music. Um, I know I've heard songs like Space Junk Live, the title track, Latingo Tango, I've heard live, and then Rhapsodio Sangre de Cristo in E major. Um, I've heard that one last time I saw them play earlier this year. But cool fun fact though, the album artwork is done by Herb Alpert, the trumpeter of Herb Alpert and his Tijuana Brass Band. I think this was painted in 2017 or so. But really, really cool record. Again, it's new songs. It's a real record. It did come with this really cool kind of mini poster insert of the guys there, Marty and Kenny on the top, and then Harry down here and Chris, and then just this cool kind of picture there of like an old roadside motel. I am gonna venture to say, no pun intended with using the word venture there, I'm going to say that this is going to be not only my favorite Record Store Day release ever, unless, I mean, it's going to have to be something really special to top this. It's going to go down as one of my favorite albums of this year because I do consider this a new record. I mean, it's a Record Store Day exclusive, but it's new music. It's unreleased music. It's recorded in the last few years. I think the last 4 or 5 years, this stuff has been recorded. Not on other records. It's not demos. They're not, bonus cuts from Way Out West or Altitude. This is a brand new record. And if you're somehow able to find a record like this, or I should say, find this record out in the wild, try to grab it. It is well worth your money. The only complaint I have is that it is a single slip cover there for 2 records, so that's frustrating. And they did not use polyline sleeves, but rather some paper sleeves. But I replaced them with MoFi sleeves, and I'm very happy to add this to my Marty Stewart collection. So I just wanted to say this is a record that I am going to enjoy for a long time. This is a fantastic record. Pick it up if you can. Try to find clips of it if you can. It's not streaming yet, but hopefully in some form this will be released for the general public because it is music that everybody needs to hear. So let me know if that's a record that you've picked up. I know I've got a few of my friends out there that have reached out to me and talked about this, and I am very happy to talk about it with you all in the comments. So that's all for me. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. And we will see you on the next one. Bye now.